Hey everyone, my name is CoachMichelleLynnSmith and I am here to talk to you about coaching when you still work a full-time job. Let me start out by introducing myself since not everyone in here knows who I am. I am a full-time project manager for a university here in Pittsburgh. I am a mom of a 5.5-year-old. I have a husband who has his own law firm that I also help out at as much as he needs me to. So I have a very full plate, as you can tell, and I am also a Beachbody coach. I've been a coach for about 3.5 years. And even though I have a full-time job, I consider my coaching job, I am a full-time, part-time coach, meaning I can't work my business like a regular full-time job, but I do treat it with the same respect as a full-time job as much as I can. So here's my story. I got started 3.5 years ago when I was just kind of over it. I couldn't fit into my clothes. After having Sophie 2.5 years later, they fit, but they didn't really fit, and I was looking for something. I saw a bunch of my friends sharing all these pictures on Facebook. They were doing these crazy workout videos. They were drinking some sort of shake that I didn't know anything about. And I just was a little bit jealous at first, to be honest. And then I just got curious and I thought, oh, you know, like she's the same age as me. We both have kids. I mean, she's doing something. I feel like I need to do something. I've always been athletic. I was working out at least 3 days a week, going to the gym, doing all the things that you do at the gym, doing the elliptical, doing the treadmill, and nothing was really working. So messaged her, bought my first challenge pack, joined a challenge group, and I was like, holy crap, this is really working. I feel so much better. I had so much more energy. The group was engaging. I was learning what clean eating was. I'd never in my life heard that phrase before. I didn't even know what it was. So at the end of that group, she invited me to a sneak peek, just like you are watching right now. And that's where I got introduced to the coaching side of challenges. And I thought, holy crap, I can't be a coach. I'm not qualified. I have no nutrition background. I'm not a trainer. I'm just barely getting myself back into shape. And oh, by the way, I have a full-time job, a sort of a part-time job at the law office. I'm a mom. And at that time when I started, I was the volunteer events and fundraising manager for a nonprofit organization that I was a part of. So there was no room in my schedule for coaching. And yet something kept tugging at me to learn more. So I went through the sneak peek group. I kept saying no, but in my heart, I just knew that I was interested in it. I knew it was something that I wanted to do because I kept looking up YouTube videos. I was following all these other coaches that I found on YouTube. I was listening to their stories. I just kept digging into it. Even though I kept telling myself no, I couldn't stop looking at it. So I knew that I really wanted to give it a try. And my husband was very, very supportive, and he told me to do whatever I wanted to do. And so after 3 weeks of asking my coach 2,000 questions, it wasn't 2,000, but it was a lot, I decided to give it a go. So one of the most motivating factors for me taking on coaching was, of all, I had an amazing experience in my challenge group. I got results. I was learning all kinds of new things. I found that I was actually motivated by the other people in the group. So when they posted their workouts and their shakes, I was motivated to do the same thing. I also was motivated by the discount. I mean, I love a good deal. I am a project manager in strategic sourcing, which means I'm always looking for the best deal. And it just felt right to me to take advantage of the discount, because what I didn't tell you in the beginning was my husband was drinking the Shakeology with me too. So we were getting 2 bags a month, and I thought, one of us should at least sign up to get the discount because why not, right? So I said, I'm going to do this, and my goal is just going to be to help like a handful of people get started. We'll do a group, we'll keep it going, we'll exchange recipes, it'll be really fun. I can do this, right? And that's how I got started. So my first year as a coach, I wasn't trying to build $1 million business. I wasn't trying to supplement my income. I had no plans on ever quitting my job. I had a really good job. I have very good benefits. My husband loves his law firm. There was no reason for me to have this other job other than it was something that I felt really passionate about. So my second year as a coach was when I went to my very first Coach Summit event. That's like our big annual conference when all of the coaches get together, and it was life-changing. It was amazing. I learned so much about other coaches and success stories, people who lived in their car and found coaching and now they are $1 million earners, people who had no internet and they were using the neighbor's internet. They had to do coaching in order to buy food and groceries and diapers. I mean, these stories were so amazing. People who retired their spouses in the military and brought them home. I was just so touched by their stories. I thought, oh my God, I can do so much more with this business than I'm doing right now. I can help so many more people. Maybe there's other people out there who really need this opportunity, and I can be the one to connect them to it. So my second year as a coach is when I really decided to start building my team. And that's kind of what we're doing here. We're trying to determine if this is something that you are passionate about and you want to take on to the next level. So what I try to tell all of my new coaches when they're first getting started out, of all, we want to identify what kind of coach do you want to be? Are you a discount only coach? Are you a hobby coach where you want to be like me in the beginning? You just want to help a couple people. Maybe you want to earn enough to get your products paid for and keep yourself accountable. Or are you an all in? Like this is something that you want to do. You want this to be your career. You want to supplement your income. Maybe you want to help bring your spouse home or stop working at a second or third job. So we have to identify what kind of coach you want to be. And that will help us determine the best path for you. There's nothing wrong with being a discount only coach. Most of my team are discount coaches and they love it. Every now and again, they invite their friends and family along for the ride, but they simply just want to hold themselves accountable. They love the Beachbody products and I'm cool with that. I have a handful of coaches who are working. I mean, this is their job. They're stay-at-home moms or they're other full-time working moms who are also just interested. They have a passion for health and fitness. They want to help people change their lifestyles, and they're making a little bit of extra money to pay for vacations, to pay cash for Christmas, to pay down credit cards. So it's completely up to you. The best advice that I give everyone is I started with an hour a night. So we help you identify the most important tasks that will really help you stay focused so that you're not feeling so overwhelmed with all of the shiny objects are out there. Let's zero in on how to run a challenge group, how to find challengers, and how to get people started. That's the goal of this, to help people. Once you get that going and you want to do more, then you have to ask yourself, what are you willing to give up? So for me, I had to decide what I was willing to give up since I work my business after bedtime. So when Sophie goes to bed, that's when I turn into lifestyle coach Michelle and I get to work, which means no more plopping down on the couch or in bed and watching TV every night. But here's the thing. So pre-Beachbody Coach Michelle, every single night, my husband and I would plop down in bed, we would have a snack, and we would watch like 2 to 3 hours of TV a night, minimum. So when you add that up, that's what, like 14 to 20 some hours of TV a week. That's almost an entire day of watching TV every single week. That is a lot of time sitting on your butt, not doing anything constructive and just zoning out. So that's what I was willing to give up. I want to be clear. It's not that I don't watch TV. I do, but I only allow myself to watch a few shows every single week, the ones that are really important to me, like Grey's Anatomy, How to Get Away with Murder, Scandal, and I do it after I work my business. So Thursday night is kind of like my binge TV night. I get my power hour done, and then I shut it down. I plop onto the couch, I whip on the DVR, and I just kind of binge watch those shows. But I feel really, really good about that, and that's me. So I hope this video helped you out. I don't want to drag on and on if you know, I'm not hitting on the right topics. If you guys have any questions, please share them below, and we are happy to help you out with that and talk through those coaching options that I identified earlier. So I hope that helps. Stick with us, and if there's something that we haven't covered, please just pop it into this group and we will get back to you. All right, we will chat again later.